Right, so guys, activity 39, we're on the oblique plane, okay. We have it set up here. We have our, we have kind of a square base pyramid sitting on the top of a cuboid here, okay. It says complete the plan and elevation. Draw the traces of a plane that contains the surface Z of the solid. Draw the shoe shape of the car surface. Okay, so this question is pretty much the same as the last one. Okay, with a few little extra bits added onto it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we need to see where this see the oblique plane as an edge, okay, and where it's cutting our piece. So I'm going to bring all my points up here. Okay, I'm going to project all my points up parallel to my horizontal trace. So I'm going to bring point B up, point C up, point Z up, point D up, point A up. Okay, so where do our heights come from then? Our heights come from our elevation. Okay, so I'm going to take the height there of D, step it up there, and all of those heights are the exact same. I'm going to take the height of my top point here. I'm going to call that O. Okay, and I'm going to take the height of that and bring it up there in the center. And that's my O. Okay, so going to transfer all my points across here. Okay, and then I'm going to label them. So that's D, A, C, B. Okay, and then I can join them up along here. So they're going to go up there. D, C, A, and D. Okay, so from the last time, what did we do here? Okay, so to get our vertical trace up here, so we take a random height, okay, random height where it hits the XY line. We bring it up into our new elevation, okay, then take the height of that there from our elevation, okay, and we step it up there, okay, and then project that up there, and that's my VTH there. Okay, that's my VT, so that's my trace there. So that's where my trace, that's where my plane cuts my solid. Okay, so I can just go on heavy in this down here just to show you. Okay, so it cuts it in a couple of places. So we bring these points back down, okay? So cuts the line OD here. So I bring that fella where that point back down. Bring the OD back down. It's it there. Cuts OA there. Bring that back down. Okay, I'm going to label these now. I'm going to label point 1, point 2, point 3. See where it cuts point 3 here? Point 4, point 5. Okay, so that point OD is point 1, point 2. Point 4 and 5 are on the corners here, because look, you see there, when you bring that back down, it's on the corner. It's on the corner there. The only one, see this edge where it hits the edge here? This is the one there where it hits that piece coming across there. That's 0.3 there. Sorry, I made 3 there. That's 0.3 there, so I need to bring that point back down where it hits the outside edges, both outside edges. That gives it to me there. Okay? Because that's crossing that edge there, and that edge, that line there is that outside edge. Okay? And that gives me, I've labeled it 0.3 up here. Okay, so I'm just going to label it 3, 3, 4 is the near one, and 5. Okay, and you can just join them up. Okay, and then you can heavy in the rest of this then. Okay, same thing as the last time then. Okay, so we have 0.1 in plan, just bring it straight up to get it in elevation, so that's 0.1 there. 0.2 is on the line AO, which is there. 0.3 is on the outside. 3 here is on the outside here. Okay, and then 0.4 and 5, okay? They're here, but so if I brought it up there, it's going to be straight underneath B. So how do I get it? Well, this is an elevation over here, and this is an elevation here. So the heights in this are the same as the heights in this. So I can take the height of 4 and 5 over here. Okay, so the height above C, that gives me 4. And the height above B, that gives me 5. Okay, so there's my 3, 3, that's my 5, and that's my 4. So 1 and 2 obviously join together. 2 goes to 3 on this side. 3 goes to 5. 5 goes to 4. 4 goes to the 3. And the 3 goes back to the 1. Okay? And then again, we just go back and we heavy in our heavy in your elevation then. Okay, so that's that solid. When it's cut by the oblique plane here, okay, that's what the solid looks like. So we looked up here, we got an edge view of the cut. Okay, we then brought our points down to plan, found our points down here, brought them up into our elevation. Okay, perfect. It then wants us to draw the traces of a plane that contain the surface Z of the solid. Okay, surface Z then here is this surface here. So they want a plane that contains that surface. And Z is this one here. So this is the Z here. So if I have a coloring pencil here even, I'm just going to highlight surface Z. So I have an orange pencil here. So I'm just going to highlight the surface Z here. So they want the traces of a plane that contain that surface. Okay? So what we're going to do here is, you have that triangle, or that surface. You're going to forget about everything else. Okay? Forget about everything else. We're going to go back now and treat it like... We're going to go back and treat it like this. Okay? So you've got elevation, you've got XY line. You've got a triangle, ABC. And you got the plan of it here, like we did in activity 37. If you're not sure of what to do in activity, what we done in activity 37, go back there and have a look. So we have 2 triangles, Okay, we're just trying the plane here. They want a surface. They want traces of that surface. Okay. So what do? Well, what we did in our last question is we extend. I'm going to do it up from plan up this time. So I'm going to extend 3D up to hit the XY line. Okay. Hits the XY line, bring it straight up, and I extend 3D in my elevation. Where that hits that gives me a point on my vertical trace. Okay, I'm going to have to do it again then. I'm going to extend 3, 1 up to hit my XY line. I'm going to bring it straight up. I'm going to extend 3, 1 up here to where it crosses. Where they cross then, that gives me 2 points on my oblique line, on my traces. I can drop that down. That's my VT. Okay, so remember we extend it in plan here up to hit. We extend the line up in plan to hit the XY line. Where it hits, we bring it up and we extend it up here and we get our point. Okay. So if we extended 1D, it would extend off up here somewhere, it would hit. We'd have to bring it down this way because of where this would end up, and it come back down and end up meeting down here, so we get our vertical trace that way. Now, how do we get our horizontal trace? Well, we can do the exact same thing. We can extend the ones up here, bring them down, and do that. Or the easier way is we already have a point in the plan. So if I go parallel to my vertical trace this time, and I'm going to take this corner 1 here and project it down, hit the XY line. I'm going to bring it straight down. I'm going to bring it straight across. And where that hits then gives me a point on my horizontal trace. We have where the vertical trace meets the ground. We can extend that, and that's my HT there. Okay. Last thing then they want us to do then is they want us to draw the true shape of the cut surface. Okay, and again, this is the exact same as the last question. I'm not going to dwell on this. Okay, so we're just looking in straight in at here, so we're going to look perpendicular to it. Okay, so subsliding set squares. About 90 degrees, project out our point. So we're going to project out point 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Set up an X2, Y2. And remember, so we go to the X1, Y1, and we go back to the previous plan. Now, that's really far up again, so I'm going to go do a foreshortened line here. I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to put it through point 3 here. I'll put it through point A just to make it like easy, just so it doesn't get too confusing. Foreshortened line. Okay, so I'm going to take the distance from my foreshortened line back to 1. Okay, go from the foreshortened line out to 1. Label that as point 1. Distance from the foreshortened line to point 2. Stick it in my X2, Y2. That's point 2. Distance from foreshortened line to point 3. No, point 3 right here. We have 2 point 3s. 1. 2. That's point 3, point 3. The distance from foreshortened line back to point 4. Point 4. Distance from foreshortened line back to point 5. 5, and all we do then is we just, and that's 4. We just join them up. 1 goes, 2 goes to 3 here, 3 goes to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to this 3 here, 3 back to 1, and 1 to 2. Okay, and that's our true shape of this surface here. So I'm gonna color this surface in blue. Same here. Okay, so that's the true shape of that surface there. There's no need for you to color, I'm just trying to show you what we've got. Okay, so that's our cut surface on elevation, that's cut surface in plan. The cut surface there is a line here in this. Okay, and that's it. When we look straight in there, that's the shape we see. Okay, any questions on that, let me know.